Welcome to 1 Hour Detours. My name is John O'Sullivan. And when we started this show, the idea of it, the promise of it, was no edits, no fluff. What I didn't anticipate was inviting one of the most unique comic voices on the show who revels in awkward pauses. Comrade Tripp is my guest today, and he challenged the format in a big way. We had a lot of fun, but it was a rocky start. And you're going to see that at the beginning as I went from trying to become interviewer to join in on the awkward pauses. At some point of the way, he mocked me for my lisp, him himself having a lisp, something I've never been called out for in my life. We talked about who the mayor and his feelings about the mayor. We got into more inside baseball than I probably should have on that. And overall, I think really stretched the limits of what this show can be. I want to interrupt for a second to talk about new media, because that seems to be what I'm doing right over here. I studied journalism back in university. I wanted to be a journalist, but that's not where my path took me. I became a tour guide instead, and then I started making this channel. This channel kind of blew up, and then I find myself making videos like this. What started out as just a fun COVID project has turned into a career, a business, a staff, and all the rest. And that's caused some interesting conversations I've had with media and encounters, because traditional media hasn't quite figured out how to use this new media thing yet. I remember I was at an event with a governor, and another journalist went up to the comms director for the governor and said, "What's that guy doing here? He's not in the media." Another person prominent in media saw that I was covering a court case in which I talked about the person as being the murderer as opposed to alleged murderer, because journalists say alleged, but that's not what I've always thought of myself. Now, I don't know if I can defend that, but what I can say is that I'm trying to innovate what it means to be a storyteller in this day and age. And if you like that and support that, that idea, that mission to try to tell stories in a new and exciting way, it would mean a lot if you could support this channel. I have advertisers, but that's not enough to cover the gap. It really needs audience support for this thing to continue. I have staff, I have equipment, and by becoming a member, you are supporting that mission. You're also getting exclusive merch, you're getting access to ad-free episodes, and having a voice in the future of this thing. And so if you like what we're doing here, go to oneminutetours.com and click on support to help us make more of it. Back to the show. Do you feel ready? Do you feel good?
Okay.
We're going to go for an hour, and so let's do the honors. Hit the button for me.
I hit the button?
You can do it.
The button person. How hard is it?
Really hard.
I did. Yeah.
That was it. Nailed it.
Yeah, I did Knowledge Bowl, so I know how to hit the button.
That's key. That's we're going to have to come back to that. Yeah. Comrade Tripp is my guest today on 1 Hour Detours. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
This is the podcast where we go continuously for 1 hour. And so what we need to do is get through the entire hour with no awkward silences. Do you think that's possible?
No.
Okay. It's like, you're a local comedian here. You're a stand-up comedian, and professional comedian, right?
I hope so. Yeah.
You have a special in everything that you've done.
I've nothing. The special is not that. It's like my special. The closest thing I have to a special is like a 7-minute. I have 3 separate 7-minute sets that you could put out as. I don't have anything.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm here. Thank you for having me.
Your vibe is. I mean, would you describe it as awkward?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sadness is awkward.
Sadness. Yeah, because you talk a lot about depression and anxiety in your special, which seems counter to comedy, at least at the outset.
Yeah, at the outset. But when you're in there, when you're deep in the sadness, it's what's at the center of everything. I think.
What's that? How does one go from depression, anxiety to thinking I want to get on stage and talk about this?
Coping skills. I don't know. Awkward. I don't know. No, I enjoy making people laugh. I feel like it's an easy way to talk to people, which I also struggle with, anxiety, and it's something I'm good at and I can do.
It's like you lean into the things that often are the biggest hurdles for people.
Yeah, I have bad posture, so I'm often leaning in. Yeah.
It's the other thing. It's like I'm a presenter. I'm not a comedian, but I give walking tours for a living. I've been on a bus with a microphone with 50 people on there, but I'm very much not a comedian, I think, because that whole job seems to be about controlling the vibe of the room And when I watch your stuff, it is very deliberate.
Yeah, the sense of control it's the only time I ever feel in control. And sometimes I don't. Sometimes there's hecklers and they ruin the vibe. But for the most part, yes, it's about setting a vibe and just, trying to express myself authentically or as much as I can.
When did you first go on stage?
Willingly or unwillingly?
I guess both.
I mean, I did like talent shows in high school where
Yep.
I did knock jokes.
Yep.
Didn't get any laughs. Got heckled a lot. Intentionally, probably college. There's like there used to be a national comedy college competition thing that a friend told me to sign up for, and I didn't. I wasn't funny then either, but yeah, that took place, and at my college at St. Cloud State, and I made it to the semifinals, which were at the Joke Joint, and which is also gone, and at the House of Comedy, which is still around, but most people think it's gone. Yeah.
And what was it like the first time you went on stage?
Bad. It was terrible.
Yeah.
I wasn't good at it.
Had you written things or?
Yeah, nothing good. I mean, I was a freshman in college. I didn't know how to use semicolons. I still don't, probably. Yeah.
And how long have you been doing it? How many years have you been in comedy?
It's forever. It's been less than 4 minutes so far in this podcast, and that feels longer than my entire comedy career.
It's kind of brutal, this timer right here. Like we cannot leave each other for 55 minutes and 56 seconds.
I could. It would just ruin the show.
I'd sit here the whole time.
Yeah,
I would not. I'm very devoted to the format. I should tell you, this bell is here at your disposal. Feel free to ring it at any time. Go for it.
I don't want to.
Okay. Well, when you're ready, if you're ready, it's the dead air bell. And the dead air bell brings on a question that gives us a conversation topic.
We should use that immediately. Let's
do it.
I didn't answer the question. I've been doing comedy regularly since 2016, about 9 years.
I just took it in my.
No, I'm curious of the questions now.
What's the dumbest piece of trivia that you know by heart?
Probably anything Pokemon related. That's the whole thing. That's useless in the real world.
Yeah, Pokemon is something that we need to talk about because I spent a lot of minutes watching.
I'm sorry.
Videos of yours last night. The piece that you have about the racist Pokemon character.
Yeah.
Jax, is it? Jinx.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a 10-minute essay that you have about the racist tropes that are inside that character.
Yeah. I have a few of those. Yeah.
Your Instagram channel, for people who haven't seen it, it's got your comedy clips on it, but then it's got a lot of analysis of Pokemon that are on there.
Yeah.
It's a deep dive.
Yeah.
Where did that one in particular come from?
Yeah, it's a deep dive, and I'm not a strong swimmer. No, I did those because I didn't want to start my own podcast. Really, that's it. I wanted regularly scheduled content about something I was knowledgeable, but it is useless trivia. But it's something that I can talk about for 5 minutes of time every week forever if I want to. It's something I grew up with. It was the proxy I had instead of friends or loved ones. I had Pokemon.
How do you feel about Digimon?
It's lesser but fine.
I was a Digimon kid on Fox Kids after school.
What was your favorite Digimon?
Oh my God!
Exactly. You can't even name one.
I prefer you prefer the racist ones. Is that the key?
I don't prefer them, but they're the most interesting, definitely.
Yeah. It's like a college level essay what you go through, talking about the different shades and different formats on Game Boy versus on the cards.
Yeah, I tried my best. I did. Yeah, I'm working on more of those, but they do take a long time. You do essays on basically every building we're in.
Yeah, I do. I feel like my instinct is the polar opposite of yours. Mm. Yours are like deliberately boring, and
thanks.
I apologize. That's the worst.
No, it's useless information.
But it's something. There's something so intriguing about it because it's such a tonal shift.
Yeah,
I think it matches like your vibe on stage as well.
It's monotone. It's a lack of tone.
Yeah. So I mean, every one of these Pokemon episodes I was going through, and they all like. Today I watched. How does it start? That
I watch episode whatever of Pokemon every year because I watch every episode of Pokemon every year.
Yep, and then it's like a deep analysis of.
I'm trapped in the loop. Yeah, that's it.
What's your? How do you watch it? Is it on streaming?
I can't. There. Next question.
We'll get there.
That's the next question button
Okay.
now.
There we go.
But legally, through very legal avenues in which media can be consumed.
I'm so sorry, but you hit the bell. We can't continue this question. I need to move to the next one now.
Thank you.
What's the smallest gamble you ever took that paid off big?
I don't gamble. I mean, I guess waking up every morning.
Jesus.
Yeah, getting out of bed. That's something small that can lead to everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's enough. Yeah.
Like sincerely, genuinely, I'm curious about what life looks like for a comedian. Like how often do you go perform?
I mean, I try to get up a couple times a week. I mean, in Minneapolis, there are a lot of shows. I mean, less every year, but there are a lot of open mics that are successful that are still around. Sisyphus Brewing is a great one. I run one on Mondays. There's one in St. Paul on Sundays at Camp Bar. There are lots of these places at Morrissey's. They're everywhere. Every brewery has had an open mic at some point.
Yeah.
And they've been useful. And I think, going back to the biggest risk you take is just going on, or the smallest risk with the biggest payoff is telling a joke. I mean, especially some of my jokes are quite short. They're very small jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the rest of your day like? Like you're on stage for 5 minutes.
I mean, that's the start of my day. I wake up at like 5 p.m. This is
Really?
early. Yeah.
Oh, so we're like early. It's 2 o'clock right now, 2:10 right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's 38 o'clock.
Matters.
That's yeah. But I mean, I do comedy. Then I go home, write, watch Pokemon.
Yeah.
I mean, I usually only leave my home for comedy or just to like grocery shopping.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
This is so anti everything I perceive about comedy.
Yeah, I don't like going places. That's why I appreciate your work. You're my excuse for not leaving my home.
You're welcome, I guess.
Thank you. Yeah.
Have you? How long have you lived in Minneapolis?
I'm born and raised in St. Cloud, Minnesota. Moved to Crystal in 2016.
Yeah.
Moved to South Minneapolis proper 2018, and I've been in Uptown for the last 2 years. So
you moved in just when it got good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
So have you jumped off the big rock at the quarry in St. Cloud?
No. I think growing up, like I went to the quarry and I watched other people jump, but no, not for me.
I went to St. John's, not too far from there.
Oh.
And then we'd trek into St. Cloud to go to Bravo Burrito.
Yeah, I didn't know you were Johnny. I went to the prep school.
Id you really?
Yeah.
What was that like?
That's why I'm so sad. But no, it was fine. It was great.
Yeah. What years were you there?
I was in there for middle and high school, so 2004 to 2010.
Yeah, okay. We're there at the same time then.
Oh.
So
yeah, I took a few college classes. Do you take calculus?
No. Why'd you take calculus?
That was been our only overlap.
No, I took communication. I was not wanting to study. I wasn't a very good student. So I remember taking German class from a thumbless monk.
Yeah.
Which sounds like a joke, but it's not. Do you ever meet Father Mark?
No, we had Father Ian and Brother Paul. We got lots. I mean, they're actively in the world. Yeah.
Because it's all German monks over there. They made us you could take Spanish, French, or German. And I took German because I thought it'd be the easiest. Because I've heard some of that word for milk was milch.
Milk.
So how hard could it be? But there's more to it than that. It turned out. And
the Austrian rigor of life is, it's very Benedictine.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So Father Mark there, he would have a thing where he lost his thumbs in a farming accident.
That's what he says, at least.
I guess so. There's a baler that he grabbed. And he tried to get his other hand out, and he got both thumbs cut off. It's a true story, and the biggest effect of this was in his German class. You're doing all these role play things, and so you'd walk around, "Hallo, wie geht's?" and talk, just try to pretend like you're doing conversations. And so you'd shake hands as part of the role play, and I'd shake his hand. But the thumb is an excellent stopper of how far the hand goes up, and you just roll right over his nub and grab there, and it was deeply uncomfortable.
That's how they like it. Yeah.
Those German monks.
Yeah. It's fine in school. But yeah, I did mostly math and science stuff. Yeah, it was nice.
I feel it's like when I've lived abroad for a long time, and I started to learn to tell people that I was educated by German Catholic monks in the woods of Minnesota, because it's accurate. It's an accurate descriptor. But the more I got away from it, the more I realized how deeply unique that was, and how like pastoral it was. And I didn't grow up thinking that at all.
Yeah, is I mean, that's all childhood. You don't realize how unique any situation is until you're out of it. You grow out of it, and then how old are you?
I'm gonna be 40 this year.
So you're halfway there.
Yeah. All downhill from here.
I mean, do you feel like it's been uphill so far?
I mean, yeah, I do, but I don't have anxiety and depression in my life. So
what do you have?
A deep need to please others.
That's good for comedy. That's there.
I've wanted to do it. I submitted at the Minnesota Fringe Festival. I did they have the lottery there.
Yeah.
And I had this idea of doing a show around the Minnesota flag last year, because they just changed over the flag. And so I was going to do a whole thing about the Minnesota, because the other thing is I've learned to be comfortable in front of people by having knowledge. So I've basically become a professional mansplainer. Yeah. And so let me build a show around that, like the history of this flag versus that flag, and then weave in personal
narrative. An hour-long PowerPoint.
Yeah, that's literally what it's going to be.
That works. Yeah.
I would sell tickets, wouldn't it?
Yeah. What do you think of the new flag and the new seal?
The seal's pretty badass.
Yeah, it's you know what I call it? It's a loon and some rice. It's the blue plate special, because it's
that's good. Yeah.
That's my bit.
I like the new flag because it's you can interpret it in a lot of different ways.
I don't like interpreting things.
No?
I just want to see a flag and be like, oh yeah, I'm home.
The flag that we have now, you get all sorts of people on the internet who come out of the comments and say, it's a Somali flag. Yeah. And then we get to deal with that.
Yeah, most of the flags are blue. I mean, most flags are blue with stars on them. Yeah.
The other one, the old flag, though, was so complicated because it had a picture on it. You had a Native American galloping.
Yeah, the old seal, and then
farmer, waterfall.
Yeah.
What else do you have?
And the word Minnesota, so you knew where you were.
It's important. A good flag will say what it is at the start.
Yeah, a lot of other states still have that sort of motif, that rubric.
It has a number of stars on it that Minnesota.
I don't really care about the flag.
So you're absolutely right. This is why it's good to have a professional comedian on, because you can help me move on. What's the most trouble you've ever gotten into at work?
At work, I mean, comedy. I mean, trouble is part of it. Being a little scamp, being a little imp on stage. But before that, my last real job was I was a math tutor.
Okay.
Yeah, I was at a tutoring center. I guess the most trouble, getting to work late, because I was driving on the ice at 8 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Slid into one of my coworkers' cars. Sorry, Jeff. Got there late, but then none of the other kids showed up because of the ice and the terrible roads. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that.
I think my answer is that am I allowed to answer?
I don't care.
It's my show,
sure,
right?
I'm listening.
You don't care?
I'm listening.
I'm going to share, because we have 43 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Yeah. An hour is a long time.
How many more cards we got?
Not enough.
Jeez. Okay.
We have to stretch this out. We have to elongate this.
I need to stretch.
All right. So I never got in trouble for this, but I drank a copious amount of my boss's alcohol when I was working at a bar.
Oh,
I was a night porter at a hostel in Wales.
how old were you at
I
this
was
point?
23 years old.
All right, that's adequate age to be addicted to alcohol.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's never an inadequate age to be addicted to alcohol. I find, but
Okay.
I
It's all downhill from here.
I worked. I worked 11. Is that a callback?
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, if I don't know if people remember
I'm
or
picking
listen.
up on it. This is good.
Okay, I'm
I'm gonna,
trying.
I'm gonna learn how to be a comedian by the end of
Yeah,
this.
you're in a hostel drinking
Right.
yourself to death.
11 p.m. to 8 a.m. So I was the only one who worked there,
Mm.
and so I could keep the bar open as long as I wanted because it was the license allowed people to drink as long as they wanted to, and so as long as the party was going, I'd keep going and I'd join them, and I can't believe I didn't get fired. It's kind of shocking to me now. Cause at this party, I had drunk people who would do shots and everything. They had a camera in there. I was there for a year. Met my wife over there. So
So your story is just how cool you used to be.
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, how did you leave that job? What did you get fired for eventually?
I left to go be a tour guide and be on a bus going around Europe.
Did you drink on that job?
Yeah, I drank a lot in that job.
Yeah, how was that?
It's pretty good. It's good drinking.
Yeah.
I used to lead a pub crawl in Greece, and I would have to figure out how to corral people because I'd have 50 people I'd have to bring to small bars in like these Greek islands.
Mm.
So I had a whole bit that I would give about I'd teach people how to do a dance if they felt uncomfortable with a man on the dance floor because I had a lot of
Mm.
single female travelers. So like if you have a guy,
Just
kinda
another
dancing-
story about how cool you are.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it? Do you want some? You want stories about how not cool I am?
I mean, sure.
It's gonna be hard. I have to dig deep.
Oh, wait. Now it's your awkward silence.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna embrace it. I'm gonna find one.
A lot of drinking at St. John's. You
Yeah.
drink a lot at St. John's.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What else is there to do?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Get drunk and stumble into the lake.
You didn't go to. I mean, people that happens.
I mean,
I
people
was
were
there-
drinking in high school.
When I started there. I started in 2004, and I was like
Yeah.
during my
Same. Yeah.
admissions journey there, like doing the whole tour of the campus and all that.
Yeah.
While they had signs all over campus saying "Find Josh" because a student had just disappeared,
Yeah.
and they still don't know what happened to him.
Yeah. It's a Catholic school in the middle of the woods.
Yeah,
You see Spotlight?
yeah.
Yeah. Collegeville, Minnesota was in the credits.
Not only that, there's a bit of the spotlight where I think Mark Ruffalo is calling a lawyer who's an expert. His name is Jeff Anderson.
Mm.
He's actually a lawyer here in Minneapolis who specializes in Catholic sex abuse cases. He
Yeah.
prosecutes the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
Um,
This was supposed to be your lightest episode.
I know, right? What are we doing?
But no, it's real. It's
Well, my story was that I was a reporter for the newspaper, and I actually talked to
Oh.
that lawyer that was in the episode. So
oh wow, that's cool.
I guess I made it about myself and tried to sound cool again, didn't I?
I mean, it's interesting. Being cool is interesting most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
What's a tradition from your family that you have kept or deliberately abandoned?
That's another thing with sort of like going to Catholic school. You don't know what's unique about your family
Yeah.
that you grew up with that other people don't grow up. I guess, I don't know, just eating meals in front of the TV, not talking to anyone.
That's a good tradition. That's
That's
an American tradition.
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a Minnesotan tradition, especially.
Yeah.
Don't talk about your feelings.
Yeah. Don't talk about anything.
Just shove it on down.
Yeah. Yeah. Shove it down and let it turn into a little diamond that could be used to scrape away.
Builds character.
It builds something. Yeah.
Kind of like I moved back. We came back to Minnesota in 2021, and I was expecting everyone to be talking about George Floyd all the time over here.
Yeah.
And then I came back, and everyone's just moving on.
Yeah.
Just doesn't. I don't know. I find this doesn't get.
I'm still talking about it.
Are you?
Yeah. This isn't this
Is
is
this a white culture thing I'm doing again?
are all the people you talk to white?
Yeah, that might be the issue. Too many of them.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
You don't have to. You just
I live in South Minneapolis. You live in the cool part of South Minneapolis in Uptown.
Yeah.
I live in Kingfield, which is like the whitest part you get.
I used to live right on 38th.
Yeah.
I was there. Yeah, the month I was there when it happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the Wendy's right by the Target in South Minneapolis. I used to go there and get like spicy chicken nuggets, but they'd always get my order wrong and gave me regular chicken nuggets. And then they burned it down. They rebuilt it. Now they always get my order right. So progress.
Yeah.
Progress. Right
Yeah.
there.
I mean, really, you're grateful for what happened in 2020.
Yeah, I burned down Wendy's.
Oh, we're making news here.
Yeah. We're getting
Yeah,
there.
man.
But
It's 37 minutes is
growing up in my family, I guess every experience is unique within your own family, and I have a niece and nephew now who are older, or getting older, 9 and 4, and I guess there are things or traits that my parents had that I'll ignore and try to avoid. I mean, mostly just trying to keep them less anxious than I am. Letting them be okay with failure.
Is anxiety something that's in your family?
Probably, yeah. I mean, it's in me. It's in my mother, my grandmother. What's in your family besides alcoholism?
An annoying exuberance. I grew up with a mom who I'd cringe at because we'd go on vacation and she would talk to absolutely I have so many memories of being in a hotel hot tub, which is it's a weird way to start a story. But,
that goes back to Spotlight.
Yeah, go back to the Holiday Inn Express or whatever. There'd be like a pool and a hot tub.
But very congenial, gregarious.
My mom would be like just chatting with, the Johnsons from Ohio and like deep in conversation.
Yeah, vacation friends.
Yeah.
That's awful.
I'm going to skip to the
Give me the ones that we've already used.
I actually have one question.
Or are you just lying? Are they all blank and you're just making up questions?
Yeah, I don't want you to know too much.
That'd be clever.
The top question is good because I haven't changed it.
Oh, there are multiple.
Yes.
Oh,
the top question is,
it's multiple choice.
You had a heart attack while skiing. Can you tell me about it?
I did ski once as part of like a J-term interim at school. I didn't have a heart attack. I was 12. I'm still short, so I was very fast.
Yeah.
I was very fast.
Cross country skiing?
No, downhill.
Downhill skiing.
At Powder Ridge. Is Powder Ridge still around?
Yep.
Yeah.
Really, the integrity of my cards is sacred to me.
Yeah, it's for the listeners at home. It's like it's a.
We care a lot here.
Card and then tape. You have tape. Why not just write on the?
Look,
or just serious. Have the paper.
I wanted it to look like I had like a PA who had like gone and like printed the cards on a proper printer, but I couldn't get these cards to go through the printing machine.
I feel like you could just put the whole question on the little bit here and take out the whole. I'm gonna.
Oh no! Oh god! Oh, it hurts. Oh.
Pain is part of life.
Boy.
Now there's a visual element.
Yeah, this is really painful for me. Do you have any idea how long we spent figuring out how that bookshelf would be behind you right there?
Is that in frame? Is that in the shot?
It is. It's in the tight shot for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
We put a lot of thought into exactly how everything would appear, and now my cards are torn.
Yeah, it looks nice, but like this looks nicer. Kinda. Then you don't need the. You can use this for actual things.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate thank you.
Small scan bolt. Oh, this is just all okay.
That's all the ones we asked. You asked for the ones we asked. Do you want to get some ones here? Here's the ones from Melvin Carter. These are very specific for the mayor of St. Paul. Do you want to answer any of those?
Your approach to governing has been with bold initiatives like a minimum wage and firearms ban. We've also balkanized. Good use of the word balkanized.
I'm so glad you thought so. I wanted someone to notice that.
Yeah, where Maplewood, Falcon Heights, etc. are so close. How much does this play into your thought process? Minimum wage increase is important. Firearms ban is also important. I think people say defund police. Yeah, defund all violence. Defund all the ammunitions manufacturers in the cities. Because even about there used to be, they made like World War II, there was like a ammunition place in Arden Hills area.
Is it really?
Yeah, and they closed down after World War II, but it wasn't until 2013 that they actually like made it into like a super fund, because it was like leaching into the ground area and poisoning. So even though they stopped making bullets, they were still killing people.
Did you know that during World War II here in Minneapolis, there was a factory that made lubers?
I don't even know what a luber
Oh, man,
is.
I'm so excited to tell you this.
Like
lubricants, you know?
Oh.
The Convoy luber was made by Graco.
Mm.
It's in the Grain Belt building over there. They're actually just moving the campus. But they were literally made special things that got pulled behind like military jeeps to go lubricate tankers
like a pit crew type thing.
Yeah, because like you have a big tank and you need to put oil all over it, and so you can't bring it to a shop. And so there are these little mobile
That's cool.
lubers.
Interesting.
Which is really hard not to just get into a 5-year-old brain about 5-year-old is too young. I shouldn't use 5 example there.
Yeah. When did you learn about war? The concept.
Yeah, actually, I remember my mom talking to me about Desert Storm.
Oh.
Yeah, I would have been like 6 or 7 years old.
When that happened, or
yeah,
yeah,
like in that 1991, I think it was.
Mm-hmm. What year were you born?
I was 85.
Okay.
So
yeah,
I remember her saying like there were people fighting on the other side of the world and being deeply concerned about it for a long time.
I don't even remember what I was born in 92.
Yeah, so you came after the dark times of Operation Desert Storm and Saddam Hussein.
They made a movie, right? There's a movie.
Jarhead? Jarhead's a movie about that.
Is that 2006?
Yeah.
Jarhead?
Well, look at you with the movie knowledge.
That's it. That's all their useless
Starring
knowledge.
Jake Gyllenhaal and
yeah. I never saw it. I just know the year it was made.
It had that Kanye song on it, Jesus Walks, and it was good.
Never heard it. I don't listen to Kanye
anymore or ever.
Ever. We're keeping it light here.
I mean, okay, that's probably for the best.
We're almost halfway.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're not quite. Should we just look at this like on New Year's Eve? We'll look at the timer and commemorate.
Yeah,
the passage of time.
It's been a good 29 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah,
we've covered a lot of ground.
We really have.
The whole ground is covered.
Yeah. I mean, should it be 1 hour? Should this be a 30 minutes? I mean, we're not going to change it. We were here for
1 hour detours. It fits with the 1 minute tour.
That's the thing. It's the logo. I don't have to change the logo that much. Just have to change that and then put a D before that. I'm good.
Yeah.
We missed it.
We'll get the next one.
Do you have something else you want to talk about, or should I ring the bell?
Local comedy. Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Minneapolis is a great scene. I mean, just recently the Comedy Core Underground stopped operation, which is a bit of a bummer. But
you've been doing it for a while, and you said before that a lot of clubs have been closing.
I've seen the what's the adage? The trees die and make room for new trees.
It seems like kind of a terrible business for a bar to get into.
I mean, the comics drink more than the audience, so you make money there.
I guess so. Which is the worst? No, I can't ask you what the worst club is to perform at.
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah.
What's the worst club to perform at?
The ones that don't book me at all. Acme. No, I don't care for. They had. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the worst place to perform.
House of Comedy. Is it House of Comedy?
I like House of Comedy sometimes when there's actually a show.
I've never been there when there's more than 50 people there.
Yeah, it's rare. I mean, House of Comedy is difficult because they'll have local people, but then they'll have like Andrew Dice Clay. They'll have people who sell out immediately and people who don't,
It's
they'll
like
have me.
it's almost like the dream of House of Comedy is where like the Mall of America is just opened and everyone's coming there.
Yeah.
It's the new downtown.
Yeah.
But the actual fact of it is like
Yeah.
you're in a dark, quiet mall.
Yeah, it's hard because it's on the fourth floor, and people don't even know that the mall has a fourth floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if it was they should put it where sea life is. Get rid of those dead jellyfish.
Yeah.
Put sea life there.
Isn't there a conveyor belt where you go under it's a conveyor belt and it takes you to a glass tube.
Yeah, there's a tube. It's a very
little
scary
bits by
escalator.
comics in each aquarium.
Yeah.
And there's no pacing.
Yeah, and there's half of like a weird pirate ship and all the manta rays that you can see from the entrance that are really just struggling. It's a little basement prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What comics do you like? Who do you listen to now?
Locally, I'm going to promote the local comics because they're all great. Here in Minneapolis, there are a lot of great comedians who also produce their own shows, who are also, because a lot of it is that as well. In a city that's not the biggest, you do have to put on your own shows.
Yeah.
So like Lily Meyer, Grant Winkles, Ryan Call, we talked about MJ Matheson, Davon Bland, Dan Jawala, who else is cool? Yeah,
but who do you like? What style of comedy do you like? Do you like your own style? Do you like?
Listening to my own style is hard because I do get in my head about that.
Yeah.
Not just like, are they similar to me, but like also like, is that what I should be doing? But I mean, growing up, I listened to a lot of like Maria Bamford, Tig Notaro, and then people who were not like me at all: Chris Rock, Eddie Murphy, Bill Cosby, keeping it light.
Bill Cosby. I mean, that guy could do no wrong.
I mean, he can do nothing anymore. I hope that he does nothing. I hope that Bill Cosby can do nothing for the rest of his life. I saw Bill Cosby live once.
Before or after?
Before. I was like 8. He was performing at St. Cloud State.
Yep.
He talked for 3 hours. I fell asleep halfway.
3 hours?
Yeah, I fell asleep after like 75 minutes. He didn't even have to put anything in my drink. That
was good. I like that. We need like a
knee slapper.
Yeah, it was good. I used to listen to Bill Cosby himself on vinyl. Like my parents had like a record collection, and I was like, my dad had one comedy album, and that was it. Yeah. I think it was himself that had a bit in it about having referees through history. Did you know this bit at all? It's like talking about the American Revolution, talking about how one side has to wear bright red coats, the other gets to hide in bushes and jump out. Sure. And it's a coin flip thing. It was the funniest thing I'd ever heard.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure Carlos Mencia will do that. That's the one thing. I mean, if anything, that should be good for Carlos Mencia. I think he should just take all of Bill Cosby's jokes now.
Yeah.
That's make them safe again.
Have you met Maria Bamford?
No.
She's local, right?
Yeah.
From here, at least.
Originally local, but I think L.A. or something.
Maria Bamford and Mitch Hedberg are probably the biggest names in comedy.
Yeah, I've never met him either.
And Louis Anderson, I guess.
I'll never meet him either. I haven't met the dead yet. One day I will, hopefully.
Do you ever watch Life with Louis?
The cartoon
show?
one? Yeah, I watched a few of those. Yeah. Not when I was a kid, but I watched them like in college, just like YouTube clips and stuff. Yeah, local comedy is it's growing, it's dying and growing again. So yeah, if you live in Minneapolis, go to a comedy show. I host a show every Monday at Bryant Lake Bowl. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's good. It's free. I think it's also just hard right now in general for people to leave the house for anything. Yeah, we're everyone's poor.
And people younger people aren't drinking as much.
Yeah, they're not doing anything. Yeah, young kids, everything's cringe. Existing is cringe. Yeah, it really is.
The podcasting is the only thing that we have left to do that's somewhat social.
Yeah, as long as you can cut it up into 10-second reels.
Right. Yeah. Which is what makes this concept so brilliant. Is it totally unusable. Yeah. In 1 hour chunks with no edits, right?
Yeah, I'll stop doing callbacks.
That's probably smart.
Yeah, sound bites only.
Yep.
Let's do it together.
Right? That was dissatisfying. We'll go with that.
Or what if we do? I'll do this side.
Yeah, there we go.
And push down.
That's That didn't. Well, no. All right, we'll keep going.
Is this wasn't Jacob Fry didn't have the bell, did he?
No, I mean I had to talk to him about a mass shooting. It didn't really feel like the bell was going to be appropriate.
Do you want to? Should we talk about the mass shooting?
I mean, you got
I mean,
on it?
I went to a Catholic school, so I mean Wednesday mass was a big deal for me. So yeah, I was a peer minister as well. I wasn't good at it, but yeah, the Eucharist and yeah, I am anti-prayer though. I'm anti-performative prayer. I'm anti-talking about prayer.
You weren't one of those people in church who like the evangelicals like put their hands up like this, like they're surrendering to God totally.
God, I've never seen that at St. John's.
Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Sing like that.
Did you ever go to mass at St. John's?
Yeah, I was I was an extraordinary minister of the Eucharist.
Really? So similarly, I led the what is it? The mystery of faith. I used to lead that. Yeah.
What's the song? There's a song.
Christ has died. Christ is risen.
Christ will come again.
Yeah.
It's good Catholic education we have here.
Yeah. But yeah, that's an important thing.
What did I say about mysteries of faith? There's a sentence. Something, mysteries of faith.
Yeah,
What is
let us proclaim the mystery.
Let us proclaim the mysteries of faith.
Yeah, that's a great voice for it. I didn't have the voice for it. I also did like the morning announcements, and no one could hear me. No one knew what was going on in the school.
Yep. They really should have done the voice work. I remember one of the funniest unintentional moments I've ever witnessed in my life was when we got called in by one of the monks who was organizing all the students to do like I would hold the body of Christ, I'd say, for the non-Catholics who were listening, and they had unleavened bread. They had leavened bread. It was like it was like bread. It was like a pita.
But yeah, I mean, St. John's is fancy. They can afford actual bread for the Eucharist.
None of this Jesus stuff. They got the good stuff.
No chips, no little circles. Yeah.
So they had it, but there were crumbs in the nature. Ripping bread creates crumbs, and Catholics have words. I can't remember. Do you remember the word for the little plate that you put under someone's mouth when giving them Eucharist, so the crumbs would fall onto it?
No.
Oh, this is gonna kill me.
I blocked that part out.
Well, anyway, we all got called in, and this monk with a deadly serious tone says, "Do you know what I see when I come into the Abbey Church after all of you have been doing the EME work?" There's a long pause. He goes, "I see bits of Jesus on the ground." Not an ounce of humor in his voice. He is like, this is he has a whole thing about being careful about putting the host on the tongue, which I always felt weird because I'd always get the person's tongue would touch my cuticle. Yeah. And I felt really uncomfortable about that.
Yeah. Yeah. They should, it's an unsanitary practice.
Yeah.
All of it.
And then you all share that cup. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
That cup of grape juice.
Yeah.
And then my favorite part of Catholic Mass is because they've consecrated the wine or grape juice or whatever. If you're actually a full-on believer, then that is actually the blood of Jesus. That's what the Catholics believe, right? Yeah. And so you can't just dump that down the drain, and so the priest has to drink it. Oh, yeah. So there's a part of Catholic Mass where they very somberly will like take the bottom of all the hosts. They'll like take their finger, scoop it out, and then like put their whole finger in their mouth, and then they take the wine cup and they just chug it. They just drink all that's left.
Yeah, that's.
How do we think that was normal for so long?
I mean, normalized behaviors. It's culture. It's all we have. I think that we should have a lot of weird stuff that we normalize, because then when we approach everyone else, it makes it easier to accept the weird stuff that everyone else has.
I remember the normalizing in the Catholic Church was judging the families that would walk out immediately after communion. So you have the communion line, and then everyone goes back in their pews, and you have a moment of prayer, and then you sit there and there's announcements, and sometimes they'd like trick you with like an extra speech that someone from a nonprofit would give. Yeah. Then they do a song, and so some families would get their communion and just walk straight out the door, and then we, our group Mankato, we would judge those families very hard. We'd talk about them in the car ride back. About
Yeah, I mean, judging people that's most of Catholicism.
that's a very important part of it, right?
Yeah, that's one of the core Benedictine values.
That and the donuts after church.
Yeah, donuts.
Did you guys have donuts after church at yours?
No, we had donuts at Knowledge Bowl, and
Yeah.
I mean, for the school mass, I mean, it was Wednesdays, and then we'd have like Wednesdays, and then on like holy days, you'd have like stuff on longer masses. But
Can we talk about Knowledge Bowl?
Huh?
Can we talk about Knowledge Bowl?
Sure. Let's. Yeah.
Oh no! Don't do it. I want to talk about it.
Oh.
You can't, because then I have to ask a question if you hit the button.
Oh, I thought it's
No,
we're loose with it.
No, let's stay on.
I think you need more props. It's
Yeah.
should
We
be
need
a
like a
prop
Gallagher
show.
sort of situation here,
Yeah.
like a watermelon and a big.
Yeah. How do you feel about Gallagher as an
I think
artist?
he's the best comic ever to have lived.
Mhm. You
Yeah.
could do a good Gallagher. You're tall enough to do that. You should do that with the flag. You should do your flag presentation with the flags and just rip them on stage.
Yeah. The only thing I remember about Gallagher is when he walked off the WTF podcast.
Oh,
That was it.
I don't listen to podcasts except
You don't?
yours. No, I'm not a podcast
Okay.
person.
So you're just a pure giver here with podcasting.
Yeah, I'm giving everything I have.
Yeah.
I mean,
Based on this podcast.
yeah, I
You're
get.
going to start listening anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, I listened to last week's, and I didn't. I mean, I tried to ignore what Jacob Fry had to say as best as I could.
What'd you think of what he said?
I mean, a lot of talking points.
Yep.
A lot of talking points. A lot of talking. A lot of points.
Yep.
A lot of the same words that he always says.
He did that thing when he had him on.
I think that should be a part of every show. Just shit talking the last
guest.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do it.
I'm sorry, I swore. That's
fine. Let's do it. Let's do it. So I asked him about, what are we gonna do about this mass shooting thing? And he goes, if the state won't let us do it, let us do it ourselves.
Yeah.
And I saw him do the same thing on cable news a few days before, and I saw him do the same thing in City Hall before
his
that.
thing, yeah.
And I just,
Yeah.
it just did not feel like we were having an authentic conversation.
Yeah. Stop giving Jacob Fry. You can stop giving tax breaks to all the ammunitions and firearms companies in the city.
Does he do that?
that. I think that you can. I mean, he's more involved with businesses than people, so
Yeah.
I'm sure he has more leeway there.
Yeah.
I endorse Omar Fateh.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Have you met him?
No,
Huh.
I don't like meeting people.
That's right. You said you don't leave the home. I'm trying to get him on a podcast. He can't get him to answer my text messages. So Omar, reach out. If you can.
Because he knows you don't talk to black people.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I need the experience, obviously.
Yeah.
Right.
You can-
Actually, remember? Did you listen? Did you get that? This is towards the end of the episode. There's a part where Mayor Fry said to me, people criticize me because I'm from Virginia. Do you know where Omar Fateh is from?
From Virginia,
I
but he summered here.
But when he said
Fateh summered here.
I thought he was trying to get me to say Somalia.
Yeah.
I was a little bit confused in the moment when he said that.
Yeah.
I'm like, are we talking about?
Yeah.
Are we being? And that, no,
Yeah,
Virginia,
but yeah, I think Jacob Fry thinks that Omar Fateh is one of the rich black people he grew up with. That was it. Yeah, Jacob Fry.
I mean, that's the only episode we've released, but we also had R.T. Ryback and Melvin Carter on.
Yeah.
There's a black person I spoke to. So,
You don't have to do the gesture towards me, like you're giving me.
No, it wasn't a gesture like that. It was like see, I do talk to black people. That was the goal of it.
I'm glad that you have that as a goal.
I mean, you just did it on a challenge before, and now I feel like this need to compensate.
No, that's part of it. Then don't compensate, just exist.
Okay. I'll work on it.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Knowledge Bowl, and now we're here.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get
But no, I did Knowledge Bowl. And
what is Knowledge Bowl?
It's an curricular activity. It was what I did instead of sports.
And what sort of questions do you get in Knowledge Bowl?
It's just basic
Is it
trivia.
pub trivia? Is that what
Yeah,
you're
I
doing?
did. I was like the math guy, so I did like the odd math question that they had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite irrational number?
I mean, pi probably. E
Yeah,
is cool.
Solid.
That's
Kind of predictable, but
I mean, what other irrational? I mean, square root of 2? Sure.
that's good too. I read a thing recently about, speaking of irrational things, about how coastlines are infinite
Huh?
Coastlines are infinite.
Coastlines?
It's a geometry thing about how the smaller the measurement, the more precise the coastline is. But you can make
Cosine, yeah.
if you're measuring any coastline, right? So if you're measuring a coastline, it's kind of a jagged edge.
Yeah.
So if it's one line that you have, it's not
Yeah,
very accurate.
fractals, sort of, that sort of
So if
thing.
you have two lines, it's more accurate. And there's an infinite number of lines that you can add that will make it more and more accurate, the measurement. It never ends. And under that thinking, like any
That's
coastline is an infinite
Yeah, that's
length.
the derivative, yeah. That's a math term. Yeah.
Is
What
that-
was the last math class you took?
Pre-calc, 10th
Okay.
grade. We
10th
made-
grade? You didn't have to take math after 10th
I don't
grade?
think so. I took
Really?
astronomy in college, but I dropped the class halfway
That's
through.
not math.
It's very. It was way more math than I was
I
expecting.
mean, everything is math. Everything has math in it.
We took. We had the football coach was our pre-calc teacher.
Was he better at pre-calc or football?
No, I mean, I guess football. He was.
Did
Kind
you
of
do
an ass.
sports? You do basketball?
What's that?
You do sports?
That's what everyone asks tall people. And
Yeah.
I take offense to it.
Well, they don't ask me anything. So,
Do you bobsled?
no.
All right.
That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually did play basketball, but I sprained my ankle twice in one season,
Oh.
so it wasn't a good fit. in our pre-calc class, we made dodecahedrons. That was a big project
That's
you had to do.
That's.
A little art project you have to do to pretend we were doing math.
Yeah, that's.
My geekiest thing, I didn't do Knowledge Bowl, but I did do discussion in speech.
Like debate.
No, worse. Discussion is where you got 8 people around a table. You did a task. It'd be on a card like this. It'd be handed out at the start of the thing. And the card would say, you are the environmental committee of the federal government investigating ways to solve an issue of farm runoff. Discuss solutions for this. And then you like have a big binder, and you'd like get graded on like evidence that you were able to contribute.
Oh, so it's like
leadership,
12 Angry
contribution.
Men type
Yeah,
kind of
it
thing.
was 8 in this case,
Eight,
and we allowed
eight
women as
angry
well.
children.
Yeah. I was so into it. And this finally does answer your question about when the time I wasn't cool was. I got so into this. I was a state finalist in this very like wonky policy thing where people would sit around a table, and it was like, you know, people in corporate jobs will like talk about the little subtle things that you'll do as a slight, like, you know, as per my previous email instead of an email. There were all these like coded things you could do in discussion that were slights. Like at the start, everyone would get the task, and then whoever got asked to read the task, that was like a major insult, because that was what you would give to the person that you know was good for nothing. Thank you.
Yeah. No, that's, yeah, cool.
Yeah, thanks.
Do you think that's why you like using these cue cards now?
That's
Is
a
that-
good link. I think I might be.
Yeah.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
I don't do karaoke, but I mean, I think my register is best for like Macy Gray. I guess I could
Yep.
do
I
that.
can see that.
Or just Christmas songs. I
Yep.
enjoy Christmas songs.
I feel like you've done karaoke based on that answer. You've never done karaoke?
I did once. I didn't like it. There's they did at Corner Bar, rest in peace. They tried to do karaoke night, but they bought like the cheapest karaoke thing, and like the binder had a lot of like not any bands you would recognize,
Yeah.
and hopefully you don't recognize. Like one of the most prominent bands in there was called Confederate Railroad. Yeah, their hit song was called "I Hate Rap."
Okay.
So yeah, you could do karaoke to that. Yeah, that was the last time I did karaoke. Yeah, I'm not a sing. I don't like talking. I don't like.
I mean, but
Hey,
you
that
came
thing.
from Let Us Proclaim the Mystery of Faith. You came from a background of
So
singing.
that was just so I had access to like the cool stuff that the peer ministers use.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to use the like the PA system in the school. I did terrible things with that. No.
Yep.
Yeah.
I find my
I did it for authority and control, like most people joining the church.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
What church do you go to now?
I don't go to church. I'm anti-prayer. I pray alone. And yeah, prayer should be a yourself thing. It's getting closer to, your higher belief by getting closer to yourself, by having an independent thought while you are dependent on the entire universe. Yeah. So yeah, maybe I pray, maybe I don't. Who knows? It doesn't matter to you. It just matters to me.
I don't know where to go with that.
We only have 8 minutes left. More childhood trauma.
Yeah. Let's get into it.
We both have lisps. Did you do speech therapy?
No one's ever called me out for that before in person. I usually only get it in comments.
It's the same, but yeah, I mean, I get it from everyone. I did speech therapy in elementary school.
I did. I did speech therapy with Mr. Bennett, his name, and he gave me those, the counters like bouncers will use to keep how many people are, keep track of how many are in the club. I had to hold those, and every time I said an S sound correctly, I'd click with this one, and incorrectly, I'd click with that one.
Yeah, I did the tape recorder method where you talk into a tape recorder and then you listen back to it to hear your mistakes. And that's how I learned to hate the sound of my own voice.
Yeah, it's a productive thing. I would get called out of this English class in second grade.
Yeah, second grade was when they start criticizing the way you speak.
And, it's like I got 2 comments in all the videos that I post, and one is that I talk weird. And the other is that I look like Shooter McGavin, who's the bad guy in Happy Gilmore.
I think that those are both like Minnesota things.
Happy Gilmore?
Or at least the Shooter McGavin and the talking weird. That's more... I do feel like if I were born anywhere else, I get this thought of, like, I wish I was French because everyone has a lisp there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have been born in Montreal.
Yeah.
We would have been regular.
I tried doing speech therapy as an adult. My sister's a speech therapist.
Oh.
And I just had this idea of maybe I'll fix it.
Older or younger?
She's younger.
Do you think she did it because of you?
That must have been the reason.
My sister is a social worker. So
yeah. Do you think she did it because of you?
Probably. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah. Speech therapy is a lot more swallowing disorders than I would have expected. She had to know a lot about viscosity of foods.
Yeah.
Which is kind of gross. But she would, I would talk with her on the phone, and we were talking, let's see if we can do it. She gave me like a way to move my tongue.
Yeah.
So I spoke. It just felt so weird.
Yeah, it's a posture thing as well.
Yeah, is that the problem?
Yeah, she sells. I can't even. I already messed it up.
With that, right?
But no, it's a frustrating thing to be told at that young that no one wants to talk to you because you talk a certain way.
I don't hear a lisp from you though.
Really?
Yeah.
I practice a lot.
Oh, okay.
I mean, and it just fits with my natural tone. If I were to talk loudly, you'd hear it more and more pronounced.
Yeah.
But
Do you talk loudly?
No, I try not to. That's because of the lisp, because of the trauma. Yeah.
The other thing I remember from that is I'd come back and then we'd have ketchup, mustard, and relish, which is in the second grade, where at the end of the week on Fridays you'd have ketchup if you hadn't done your homework. You have mustard if you were really bad and you needed like a one-on-one like performance improvement plan, basically. And relish was like the nice thing of like you go play recess or watch a movie or something like that. That was my moral structure from that age.
That was balancing out the being taken out of class to learn how to enunciate words.
I got mustard one time and I still think about it like that's with some regularity. I got it because a friend of mine.
You had friends?
I did until what happened. He stepped on my art project and I cut his hair with the art scissors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I literally went up to him, grabbed a chunk of it, and which I have no idea where my head was, but I should give myself some grace. I was like 9 years old, but
yeah.
Who did turn their phone off? Is that me? Oh God. Amateur hour over here.
Yeah, I think that's them telling.
Yeah,
that was the bell.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. What's the last show that you binged? You can't say Pokemon.
I mean, I'm currently binging shows. I mean, Wednesday season 2 is all right. The Star Trek Strange New Worlds is all right. I guess the last like old show that I like rewatched and binged aside from Pokemon would probably like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Rewatched that. Monk. Rewatched that a bit. And like the old Star Treks. So, yeah.
Are you Next Generation guy or original?
I started with Next Generation, so that makes me a Next Generation guy. I went back to watch the original,
Yeah.
which I can watch whilst doing other things.
Yeah.
I like the movies.
Yeah.
I like the old movies. I mean, that whole trilogy of Wrath of Khan, Search for Spock, Voyage Home. That's
I've
probably
never watched Search for Spock.
fine.
Everyone tells me to avoid the odd numbered one, so I don't.
I mean,
watch them.
it balances out. Yeah, I mean that one has Christopher Lloyd as
Really?
as a Klingon. Yeah.
Wow.
Klingons, yeah.
I need to watch it.
It's fine. I mean, it's more of connective tissue between Wrath of Khan and Voyage Home.
How do you feel about the whale one, the fourth one?
Yeah, Voyage Home. That's the best one.
Yeah?
Yeah,
yeah,
Leonard
it's fun,
Nimoy.
right?
Yeah, yeah. He did. What movie did he do? Mr. Mom or two? It was
What?
Leonard Nimoy directed Search for
Voyage Home.
yeah. After doing some '80s comedy.
Mr. Mom?
I think so, or one of those.
I watched Mr. Mom for the first
I
time.
don't think
recently.
it's Mr. Mom.
Okay. Mr. Mom's the one with Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
I watched it recently, and it's actually pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
it stands up.
Yeah, it's part of that era of trying to subvert toxic masculinity, like Mrs.
Yeah.
Doubtfire,
Yeah.
that kind of thing, and it does so all right. I mean, as well as it could during that time when Michael Keaton in the second Batman. I mean, it ends with him acknowledging women as a big clap.
I don't think I've watched the second Batman.
The Christmas one.
Is it a Christmas one?
Yeah.
I watched the first Batman, then I went right to George Clooney.
Oh, you didn't watch, but you've seen Mr. Mom.
I've seen Mr. Mom, yeah.
So you don't like the even numbers of any.
I guess not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
2 minutes left.
I also, speaking of shows I've binged, I rewatched Mary Tyler Moore Show because I give tours in Minneapolis and we pass the Mary Tyler Moore statue all the time. So I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I should watch this. The first episode really holds up. Like it's very
Variety
good,
shows
funny.
should come back. Yeah, I mean,
But the second episode is not.
I mean that's it. Yeah. I mean, shows like that, just shows in general. I do think that as Minnesotans, we talk funny or we talk different, but in a way that is comedic. I mean, I also re-binged Fargo. That's another good one. Yeah, but like, I'm
I love that
Yeah,
movie.
I'm surprised that more productions don't happen here in Minnesota, aside from like documentaries and that sort of thing.
I love Fargo because I think it diagnoses the Minnesota condition so well of like this really nice guy who frames his wife to be kidnapped and then she ends up dead and he ends up arrested. But he's real nice about it.
Yeah, pushing it down.
Yeah.
It's lovely. 50 seconds.
This happened last time too. I asked Mayor Carter about his feelings about the Hmong culture in St. Paul and what it contributes to the city. He goes, "With 45 seconds left, thanks for that."
Yeah, I mean, Hmong culture is important. I mean, the Hmong people, why it's even in Southeast Asia, where half of my family's from, is it's a culture of refugees. It's a culture of a people without a place, and for them to have a place here is important, and it's lovely. I
feel like you're trying to like ease in at the end of the timer there. You're trying to end on a
five
high
seconds.
note, weren't you?
We love Hmong people. Support
Go
Omar
Go
Fateh.
Hmong people.
Yeah, vote for Omar Fateh.
Comrade Tripp, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you, John O'Sullivan.
Just about 2 years ago, I'd quit my corporate job to pursue this full-time, making content. And this news came out that the Rapidan Dam, a dam about 10 minutes outside of where I grew up, was about to collapse. It had imminent risk of collapse. It was going to flood my hometown. And that was a moment for me. It was a moment that I kind of realized in stark relief that I had an opportunity to go cover this story like a journalist. That's not something I had considered myself before. In the years that have come since, I've done mostly kind of fun educational stuff, but I've also taken seriously the opportunity for this kind of channel to get news out there. And so when a political leader was assassinated in 2025, I went and covered that story. I was in the courtroom with Vance Belter after Melissa Hortman was assassinated. He's the man who's allegedly murdered her. And I went to talk about that story with a little bit more context and emotion than I saw was happening in local media. Later in the year, tragedy struck again when there was a mass shooting just 9 blocks away from my house. And I was a bit unsure of myself. Am I giving use to the community or am I exploiting the tragedy? I'll leave it up to you to decide whether you think I did a good job or not at that, but I think there's an opportunity here to approach news a little bit differently. I'm never going to replace the big media institutions of our communities, but I think there's a role for us to talk more plainly about what's going on over here, and that's what I try to do every day. If it's something that you support, I would love if you would support the channel. That's how I'm able to do this stuff. I don't have a job I got to run to so I can go do this. You can do it by going to oneminutetours.com and click on support. It doesn't just help me and the staff make all these videos and distribute them. It also will get you access to merch, get you ad-free episodes, and have a voice in the future of what this thing is. Thank you so much for watching these videos all this time. Now, I would so appreciate if you would contribute with a monthly contribution of support.